morning. Thank you for joining, and I appreciate my colleagues joining me here today as well. We want to start with the heartbreaking loss of innocent life at the grade school in Nashville. 3 children and 3 staff dead, and a community changed forever. Gun violence is the leading cause of death for American children and teens. The leading cause.
Concerns that you've mentioned go across the board, including to U.S. social media companies. Does Congress really need to kind of pull back and look at sort of everything?
From our public policy hat, as you mentioned, we passed the assault weapons ban here last year. We also passed the bipartisan Safer Communities Act, which the leader Jeffries has said is a floor. It's not a ceiling. Investing resources into states, making sure that more extensive background checks for individuals under the age of 21. Those are good things that we were able to agree on. But clearly, there is more that can be done. Vice Chair Ted Lieu.
Thank you, Chairman Aguilar. My heart goes out to the families and victims affected by yesterday's mass shooting in Nashville. The victims included 3 9-year-olds. I also want to commend the brave law enforcement officers who responded to a mass shooting and by our accounts ran towards gunfire and killed the shooter. We're asking law enforcement officers to run towards AR-15 weapons. You cannot support weapons of war on our streets and support law enforcement at the same time. That's why we need to take action to prevent gun violence. And what did House Republicans do? Well, they had a hearing scheduled for today in the House Judiciary Committee, in which I sit, that was going to make it easier for people to get pistol braces that can make AR-15s even more deadly. And what do Republicans do? They cancel the hearing. Now, why would they do that? If they honestly believe, as they say, that arming more Americans with more guns, more AR-15s, more pistol braces would make us safer, they would have held the hearing and had that as a solution. But they didn't do that. They ran away. Republican from Tennessee, Tim Burchett, was recently asked about gun violence and what they're going to do to address it. And he said, quote, "We're not going to fix it." So House Republicans are not going to fix the problem of school shootings. Democrats have passed laws and will continue to do that to address school shootings and other gun violence, such as universal background checks.
Every time there is a shooting, my son cries about going to school because he's afraid, is he going to come back? Is his sister going to come back? These active shooter drills that we put our children through traumatizes them because they often can't tell the difference between a drill and the real thing. That exacerbates a mental health crisis that was worsened during COVID. We have got to recognize that weapons of war are too prevalent in our streets. A child in my son's class killed himself accidentally using a gun as a prop in a video. Why wasn't that gun secured? We should be investing in making sure that there are gun safes and gun locks. We should be investing in addressing the root causes of gun crimes in our communities. That's what we need to do, and not choose between addressing mental health and addressing gun violence. We have to do both.
Last question.
But we can't just be frustrated by this. We've got to take action, and that's what House Democrats want to do. Thank you.